Alright guys, so in this quick video I'm going to show you guys something that I only came across this after I put the shifter back on my rig. So I can zoom out a bit. Alright, so I realized that there was a lot of play in the shifter, like moving from let's say third to fourth. You know, that's natural, but to me it was softer than usual, but I was kind of doubting it. I said maybe it's because, you know, I just put the sequential spring in, and hey, it's just probably in my mind, but it wasn't. I realized that the sequential part of it is working perfect. Of course, it's a new spring, but the H pattern side though, it was unusually soft. So I took it back off the rig, and I noticed that I couldn't find a video about this anywhere on the internet. That's why I'm kind of trying to do this to show you guys. If you are going to order a spring, a sequential spring for your Fanatec shifter, my advice to you, in here, which is where, let me see if I can get a proper angle. In here, where this is the nut where you would adjust to make your H pattern more pronounced. You know, the shifts. It should be like, you know, click, 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 click. It should be stiffer. In there, I don't know what is in here originally because I never opened it up from new. But I suspect it's some type of foam because the Logitech version, like the Logitech shifters, use a spring. There's a spring that pushes on a ball, a metal ball, that, you know, kind of drops down in little indentations that make you feel the shift. This has the same ball, same indentations, but there's no spring. If I have to guess, my honest guess would be, I think they're probably using some type of PU foam, something like maybe the foam like that they use in the pedals, the V3 pedals, the brake pedal, to be more precise. I have a feeling it's that foam. Because over time, I realized when I put the shifter back together, there was grease here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but in this area here, it's very hard to see. In fact, I will show you guys a still picture from Barry Rowland's video where he was pointing out the same thing. But anyway, I saw grease there and I thought to myself, I just, you know, figured it was a dark color grease, only to realize that that was actually the foam that was disintegrating to basically like dust and kind of mixing with the grease. That's why it was dark, because when I opened this, I took the nut off, there was no foam in there at all. There's literally the ball and some debris of what I'm guessing used to be foam. I don't even know what they call the part in here, so I can't tell you what to look for, but you could explain it to a Fanatec. If you are going to order a spring, my advice is to order two springs for that matter, because the springs are not very expensive. And it doesn't make sense being down, you know, not able to race or use your H pattern, you know, your sequential just because of a little cheap spring. Right? So I would say order two springs like I did, but also order maybe one or two of these, whatever that is, that foam for in here as well. So it just makes sense, you know. Come on, every spring is like just barely over $5, I think. This foam, I'm guessing, will probably be even less. So there's no reason for you, you know, to have your nice equipment like this down for some little tiny cheap piece of whatever. Anyway, guys, so let me tell you that because I can't find a video on the internet at all explaining this. And the thing you would kind of you might get an idea if yours is starting to go, because your shifter will feel extremely loose. Right now, this is good. This is the natural, you know, little movement that it has. No problem, especially side to side. It was so kind of loose there. Now, if I was to just shift this here now, as you can, I'm sure you guys can hear that. Very positive shifts. That's why I don't want to open it up. So take my advice and just, if you have to do anything, order anything pertaining to like spring and stuff for your Fanatec shifter, you might as well just like do an overhaul. put in your new sequential spring as planned, but also replace the foam from in here. Just replace it, and so when you put it back together, you wouldn't have to worry about anything for a while. Anyway, guys, that's about it for me. Just a short and sweet piece of advice. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Take care.